But for now, let's talk about the Ghana Tree Crop Investment Summit that is happening this month. In studio for us to have conversations around this is Rich Kofi Tuo. He's a Deputy Chief Executive Officer in charge of operations at the Tree Crop Development, or Authority rather, Development Authority, to talk about details of this summit that is coming up on the 17th of this month. You're welcome, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
Tree Investment Summit.
The Ghana Tree Crop
Investment
Summit and
good.
Exhibition.
Exhibition?
Yes.
What is it about?
So it's a planned investment fair to draw that traction towards 6 key crops that are under the mandate of the Tree Crop Development Authority. Having said that, let me take this opportunity to introduce our esteemed viewers to what the Tree Crop Development Authority stands for and what we do.
Good.
Yeah, because it's one of the infant agricultural-based authorities in this country, and we were brought in by an Act of Parliament, Act 1010, in the year 2019.
Okay.
And our activities are regulated by LI 2471, which gives us the mandate to regulate, to promote, and to develop 6 key cash crops in Ghana, namely coconut, cashew, oil palm, rubber, mango, and shea. And we are to do this to ensure that we make all these 6 crops globally competitive, even more than what cocoa is giving to our country.
Wow, wow. So now, having said that, this investment summit and exhibition, what is it about?
Okay, so the investment fair and exhibition, it's a fair that is developed under the overarching vision of the president under the Agriculture for Economic Transformation by our mother ministry, which is the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. We want to make sure that we position these 6 crops to become globally competitive, as I said. So we are inviting all producers, processors, all marketers, or in the sense traders, and everyone that has to do something with all these 6 crops to ensure that Ghanaians, we have come to know that, are not aware of these 6 crops. Our attention has been on cocoa and the annuals. But these 6 crops are fetching money for a lot of people.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately for us, most are coming from outside the country who are investing. When you go down to the cashew areas, you see a lot of the Indians, you know, that are investing in this. And we realize that our countrymen and women don't know about these 6 key crops. The fortunate thing is that it grows all across the country, from the north down to the south. And you take cashew up north, you know, a lot of money is being made there. When you take cashew, when you come to the middle belt, you know, it's doing well there. Coconut, you know, and oil palm down south, you know, is doing very well. But most of this investment is coming from outsiders. And we want our countrymen and women to take advantage of these 6 crops.
To say that people are not investing a lot in the 6 crops that you just mentioned? Because I've seen people consuming coconut in recent times on a very large scale.
Yes. So even with that aspect, you know, the majority of the coconut produced in this country goes out to Nigeria.
Oh,
about
really?
80% and over. Yes, goes to Nigeria.
Why?
So yeah, only few is being consumed, you know, within our country. And even we want to talk about value addition. So most of us see those consuming coconut very raw, you know, by the streets and all of that. Those few of us who are maybe health conscious, I must say. But
if you have to add value to coconut, what are some of the things that can be done?
So coconut oil, very healthy, you know, and we have coconut in abundance from all the coastal areas, from central, western, you know, down to Volta, that we can process all this coconut that we obtain, you know, into products like coconut oil, even some into various kind of toffee, you know, and all of that. Various products that individuals...
Oh, coconut toffee?
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Yeah. So we have various, you know, interesting products that people are investing in, but they are few, especially when we talk about the local. That is our, you know, focus as an authority, so that we invite, you know, that kind of interest in our countrymen to pushing their money into these 6 crops.
Ideally, from your outfits, if we would have to invest in these 6 crops, quantifying its monetary terms, how much do you think we need? Now that you are organizing a summit, I'm sure you have a projection.
So the vision towards this particular investment fair is to ensure that we gain about 500 million USD, money pushed into these six crops.
Wow.
And there's no individual in this country who invests in any of these crops and will regret it. The reason being that for each of these crops, when you plant it and it gets to its mature stage, it is productive for at least 30 years.
Oh.
So economically, you are gaining from these crops till 30 years. So imagine any youth of our age, from now till even the period of your pension, you are gaining and you are selling and you are raking in revenue from all of these of our six crops.
So there's 6 crops again. Cashew,
so we have coconut, cashew, oil palm, rubber, mango, and shea.
How many farmers do you have in this industry?
They are huge. For instance, we have various organizations. So Oil Palm Development Association of Ghana, they registered over 10,000 of members. Same as the Coconut Federation of Ghana. They also have that. We also have Association of Natural Rubber Actors of Ghana. Various organizations that have registered members. But unlike, we realized that when we came in, we realized that unlike the cocoa sector, it is not as structured as we'd want to. So this is one of the reasons why we are bringing in this summit, the first of its kind, because normally when you see this summit, it's in the horticultural product, vegetables and the annuals. But we've not made this conscious effort to focus on this. So when we came in, we started with the registration, official registration of all actors that are in this field, in the country, because you cannot plan with people if you don't know even the numbers. So we've started a massive registration, which is ongoing now for all these 6 crops within the country, through the various associations. And now we realize that whilst we do and finish up with this, we need to invite in investors. We need to give them kind of a one-stop shop for producers to interact with processors, for processors to interact with the various traders, to go out there to the global market. And that is the focus of this particular summit.
We've been talking about unemployment rate for a very long time.
Yes.
Your statement indicates that should we invest in this space, we can generate a lot more jobs. Is that it?
A lot more. I together with management, we embarked on a tour for a few of the companies that are into even just processing of these 6 crops. You take examples, HPW, for instance, just at our backyard over here. And for them, they are employing over, the last time we went, over thousands.
Oh, really?
Yes, of staff. Various stages, from those who are into picking, into washing, the processing factory, those who load the trucks, various jobs that can be generated. So that is just one actor processes. So if you have individuals with very huge farms in this, for instance, national chairman of NDC has a big cocoa farm and also a cashew farm, big cashew farm.
Well,
he's going to be he's going to be at the summit. He's one of the living testimonies of people that have really made good revenue from
Bono.
Yeah,
it's obvious.
Yes, so that area is very good for cashew and also mango, and he has a lot of workers. That is just a producer. When you take people that are involved in the trading as well, they have a lot of men on the ground who we call aggregators that go around, to mobilize this produce for them. And these are jobs that are at the down. People don't need to move to Accra or the urban areas, to make money from this. They can do that right in the comfort of their communities within their villages.
It's also going to end the rural-urban migration that people have been talking about. But now let's talk about the summit. When is it happening? What does it take for someone to be part of it, and the venue?
Okay, so the summit is happening between 17th to the 20th of February. So a few weeks time, by next week we should be on the ground, and it's happening at the Accra International Conference Centre. And it's under the auspices of our president himself, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and also His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei II. We would also have all the ministers that relates to our sector. So the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness, also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, interestingly, is also involved because of how we want to position all these 6 crops, to become globally competitive for our countrymen. So all these individuals will be there to ensure that we have, and not only that, because on the first day, 17th, we, aside the president and all these ministers talking about the importance of this crop for our economy and the countrymen, we are also going to have global giants for all these 6 crops invited.
Oh, beautiful.
That are going to talk to help countrymen to know how important these crops are and the money that we can make as a country from these important 6 crops that I just mentioned. And each of the remaining 3 days, you are dedicating it to 2 of each crops. So on the 18th, any citizen that is interested in oil palm and share from production to export, if you want to have any information and acquire any knowledge about these 2 crops, you are most importantly invited on the 18th.
Wow.
On the 19th, you are going to dedicate that to coconut and cashew.
Beautiful.
So anything you want to know about coconut, cashew, you're also invited. And then the last 2, which is mango and rubber, is on the 20th. When you come, any information, we would have live, those who have not even seen shea before, but are applying shea butter here in Ghana.
Korea.
We will show you live shea trees and shea nut, how it is extracted, the process from producing shea, from the nut, picking of the nut, to processing it to have the butter. We would exhibit that, at the program. When it comes to cashew, how it is processed, to the nut level, to the nut that most of us buy by the roadside, we will depict that, at the summit. And we have the financial institutions that are going to be there. So all those who even need money to invest in this, they can talk to the financial institutions. Our development partners are there. Some of the NGOs, they run projects in various parts of the country in these crops. So the development partners are going to be there. If you want to talk to them, to sponsor most of your activity as an NGO, they are there for you to talk to. All the state agencies as well, including we ourselves, the host, the 3 Crop Development Authority. It is free.
Okay.
It is free for everyone. Just make sure you register so that we can plan adequately.
And how's the registration done?
For you go on the website, Ghana 3 Crop Development Authority. When you go on the website, it's there for you to see. Then we have gtcis.org as well.
Okay.
When you go there as well, you get the opportunity to.
Thank you so much, Rich Kofi Tuo. He's the Deputy Chief Executive in charge of operations at the Tree Crop Development Authority. He has said everything. Make sure that you participate in this exercise that is happening from February 17th to 20th this year. And it's actually this month. Go there and invest so that you can also be part of the change makers in this country. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
We are grateful.